The greatest thing about my experience at Lee, particularly the academic experience, was professors that really poured a lot of trust and empowerment into me, who challenged me, who would continually raise the bar to not only to excel on academic schoolwork, but to invest my time in places outside the classroom.
My experience at Lee, no doubt, had a huge impact in getting me to where I am now, both in the classroom and outside the classroom.
The professors were very involved in helping us achieve our goals and help us dream about what we could do upon graduation.
Each class had a specific focus. Business communications prepared me for dealing with my clients, writing letters, presentations. Finance taught me how to analyze business statements. And then policy, which was the capstone class, put all the classes together into finishing the puzzle.
And Lee was the place that fostered, not only for my sake to think independently, but also to come around a table essentially and say, you know, what can we as a community, what can we as a group of friends do together for the rest of our lives?
Lee prepared me professionally to work with people. They prepared me to, as an accountant, to know my debits from my credits and to be able to do the job that I needed.
Because I believe in my heart that every minister should have a background in business administration, business management, since the vast majority of what we do is organizational behavior, organizational structure, managing staff, managing conflict, managing budgets.
With my computer information systems degree, I got introduced to learning how to program, learning how to work with databases, all the platform IT things that you need to know.
I mean, I think something that's always was talked about in high esteem was entrepreneurship and starting your own business. So they brought in speakers that talked about how they had started, you know, this company or that company, which was really encouraging. And then just the way that they spoke about business helped to solidify my desire to do that.
I was always a pretty ambitious person growing up. I just kind of felt like I had that in me. And so my time at Lee was sort of dual role. So I would attend classes, but then me and my business partner were running South Street. It was literally birthed in a garage, you know, 4 or 5 blocks off of campus.
Lee provided a well-rounded background. For me, I could easily integrate my faith into my job, how to be a Christian and to still be a business person in a community.
So our primary client, really our target client, is a faith-oriented organization who understands the kingdom mission, who understands what the common good means, and whose business model is centered around that.
There was a strong component of business people being able to do business in a Christian way in a secular world. That ethical approach to serving, I think, has its roots going back into my preparation at Lee.
What I've gained at Lee in terms of what I've been exposed to in terms of service has definitely paved a strong path to allow me to do what I do today.
The mantra of being a thinker that you learn from Lee University and from the business department in particular is very, very important for going forward. And Lee does a great job of preparing people.
We're in the process right now of building a very large facility, and just the confidence that I bring to the table when negotiating with lawyers and with bankers and with contractors. I don't feel I would have the confidence that I have now if I didn't have the background and the education in business administration.
I think our time at Lee has been really important to being a catalyst to start this company and even choose to operate it here. I mean, we stayed in the area on purpose, and part of that is due to the relationships that we built at Lee.
You know, the Lee experience taught me and the friends that I surrounded myself with to create the world that we felt we needed. And you know, for us, it always comes down to one question at Whiteboard is what greater legacy than to help others realize their own.
because I realized that this was a place that I could excel. This was a place that I could be a leader and in the business world, and whether I did accounting or just went straight into management, I was encouraged and I was motivated to go out there and basically conquer the world if I could.
So the value plus for me at Lee was not necessarily a particular skill that I learned. It wasn't necessarily a particular organization that I was in. It was the fact that I made relationships at Lee around a common ideal, which is that God is the center of our life, and that we are all called to empower the common good that He has laid out for us.